It's what fishermen do. Bad weather, big wind, big water. We talk fishing. Today's conversation, 10-pounders. Have you ever caught a 10-pounder? Hold on, let's see who we got here. Y'all know Johnny Van Dam? Yep, Kevin's nephew. We got Boom. Boom.
What's going on?
Daddy's money. Got a new character. Please introduce yourself.
Chancey Walters, right here, right now, Cajun baby.
Where you from? Give us a backstory.
From Iowa.
Iowa,
yeah.
Land of big bucks.
land of big bucks. All right, so we're talking 10-pounders. You ever caught a 10-pounder? Johnny, 10-pounder.
Yeah, I've caught one.
Tell us a story.
I mean, it ain't a great story, but you know the bad thing about it was it was at Falcon Lake, caught it on a football jig. But I think the big one at the time was like 11 something or 12-pounder. And I mean, it sure enough wasn't 12-pounder, but on my little scale I had, it was 10 too. And I never did weigh it on the official bass scale because it wasn't going to be anywhere close to big bass.
Falcon, 2013.
Yeah, that was the one Keith Combs won.
Keith won it.
Elite Series tournament. Yeah, I had like 28 pounds the first day. I think I was like third place.
You had 28 the first day with a 10-pounder?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my story, same tournament, I had, I'm going to tell you the quick version of the story. I had one fish with an hour left to go. 1 2-pounder, first day of the tournament. Make a flip, catch a 2 or 3-pounder. Make another flip, catch a 2 or 3-pounder. Now I got 3 of them in the bowl. Keep fishing, like 20 minutes later, set the hook, 7 or 8-pounder, put him in the bowl. Like 10 minutes later, I catch another 2 or 3-pounder, put him in the bowl, run to the ramp. 5 fish, 18-12, 50th place. Nobody cares. Second day, jump off a 5, 7 misses my bait, get a bite, flipping, trees, 10 foot of water, 10 pounds, 2 ounces. On my way to a 35-pound bag limit.
Shoo.
That was my second 10-pounder. I caught another one. I'm going to tell that story in a minute.
What about the 11 from Raymer?
And I caught that 11 at Toledo Bend last year. Toledo Bend. Toledo Bend. All right. Oh, up close and personal. So Johnny brought up the 11-pounder at Toledo Bend. Toledo Bend's in Louisiana, if you don't know. That was day 1 of the tournament. I just caught a 4-something at like 8:30 that morning. I caught another 4-something. And I caught that big one on a crankbait. Long cast. Much credit to Todd Castledine. Got to give a shout out to Todd. Todd put us on the bait. Told everybody about the bait. Wouldn't be for Todd, wouldn't have caught that fish. Crankbait, hybrid hunter. That's what it is. It's not even a hybrid hunter. It's the original Bubba. But made a long cast. Stopped it for a second. Felt the bite. I leaned into him. Didn't even know it was a bass. Fought him to the boat. Put him in the boat. Put him on scale at 11-1. So I had the 10-something at Falcon. I had the 11-1 at Toledo Bend. And then I had another 10-pounder, St. John's River, on a ribbit frog. Davis Jr. loves to throw a ribbit frog. Yep. How about you? What's your story?
Well, I've never officially caught a 10-pounder, but at Falcon Lake, my buddy Ram Rays took me down there. He's a local boy there. Ram, herd bull from Zapata County. He grew up fishing there on the damn lake. Well, he took me out one day. I've always wanted to go to Falcon Lake, and I was in Laredo. I got a hold of him, take me damn fishing. Went out there, power bait, motor oil, 10-inch worm, like the third or fourth cast on the dam, right there on the left side.
That point on the left?
Boom. I set the hook. It didn't move. I was like, man, I'm snagged on
You thought it was a shoe pick.
And this sumbitch, it could come up and did a big old head shake. I mean, this thing, 5-gallon bucket. It was over 9, could have been 11. I don't know what it was, but that was the biggest bass. I never got to weigh it. Never got it in. It threw my damn worm at the edge of the boat. And then Harris chain, I caught a 9.5-pounder. That was the biggest bass I ever caught.
Never caught a 10.
Never caught a 10, but I ain't been where the 10s live. You don't go to Florida to kill a 200-inch buck, okay? So I'm not fishing 10-pound waters all the time. So trust me, I want a 10-pounder. I'm gonna go chase a 10-pounder, and we'll get one. You know what I mean?
They don't make them in Iowa like that.
They don't make 10-pounders now. 6-pounders.
6-pounders big. So Johnny got a couple 10s at Falcon.
Yeah.
Just one.
Just one.
Bobo, tell us your 10-pound story, buddy.
I don't got no 10-pounder. Never caught one. Never had one hooked.
You want to know why? See all them spinning rods he's rigging up with minnows on them? He ain't catching a 10-pounder on a minnow.
I guess you could.
There's a
You
lot of
could.
10-pounders caught on there.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're chasing them around.
Well, I tell you right now, we are going to eat good tonight. We're going to have a little mallard duck.
Mallard duck.
We're having mallard duck titty, and we are going to have some bluegills fresh through the ice, prime time, good time, Iowa. So we're going to do a little wild game feed tonight.
Best fisherman from Iowa.
I mean, I've caught them over there a couple
Who's the
times.
best
I'm not-
fisherman ever?
In Iowa? Not me.
Who's the Federation hand from back when? Thad
Say it again?
Takus?
From Iowa?
Yeah.
I never don't even
Oh,
know.
Federation hand.
Shit, I have to look him up, man. I don't know.
So that's-
Steve Green's the best dude ever out of Iowa.
That's the best one?
Yeah, dude. A natural, old school, like your uncle, like that type of guy, like just naturally instinct, knows how to, like, before electronics or thing, just natural fishing. The guy won everything around Iowa, and he could have took it to the next level. He just kids and stuff, and just didn't work
I
out.
know about kids.
Yeah, you got your old harem.
I know about kids. But anyway, that's a few stories from the road with 10-pounders. They all weighed 12-pounders, so we put them on a scale, and it was really 10 pounds. But anyway, Bobo, we got to get you a 10-pounder so you can tell the story.
I know. Let's go.
Until next time.
What's the biggest smallmouth, though?
Oh, you want to talk smallmouth? I'm trying to get off of it. Now we want to talk smallmouth.
Give us northern guys the chance.
Go ahead, tell us the story, Bobo.
My biggest smallmouth I've ever caught was on Lake Erie, and it was a 687, so 6 3/4, almost 7. Haven't broke 7-pound mark yet.
What?
But it was just
You
I
ever
don't
broke
get to go.
7?
I don't know all these little sneak honey holes that you got. You know,
us Van Dams are secretive about our honey holes,
Yeah.
smallmouth holes.
Van Dams.
Hammer time smallmouth holes.
they got the damn inheritance going down for knowledge on the smallmouth lakes. I went to the big lake thinking I was going to catch big smallmouth, and there's giants in there, but just fishing around in the spring, they started spawning on St. Clair, and went over to Lake Erie because it's a little bit behind St. Clair most of the time, and went over there and pre-spawn fished and caught it non-scoping on a Ned rig, dragging a point. Nothing super crazy.
Smallies, eh?
Smallies, buddy.
Johnny, what's your biggest smallie?
My biggest smallie is 8.7. It was
Yeah.
That's a big one.
out of northern Michigan, in a lake that I ain't gonna tell you the name of, buddy.
What kind of bait? Got to give us a bait, something.
What kind of jerkbait? It was
Jerking.
pre-spawn, jerkbaiting. Yeah, it was this perfect scenario. A bunch of big ones pulled up on that first little edge, and it was that day I had a mid-30s bag of smallies. I had a 7.12, a 7.7, like a 6.13, and another solid 6. But I don't know how many 5-pounders that we caught that day. It was a bunch.
If you catching that many
But it was-
5-pounders, you spend a lot of time fighting.
No,
them.
dude, that was
You're
hey,
about to go to that area.
that was like just one of those magical days. This lake can be fickle at times. It's super deep, super clear, and
Sounds like my kind of
big
water.
ones- big ones live there, but they're just you got to hit it at the right time. Otherwise, it can be pretty tough.
Your biggest? What's your biggest smallie?
I ain't got no Magnum. I've caught a few 6s. But
Yeah.
They relax. I mean, that's what I caught my biggest one. I guess Lake Ontario, I caught a couple that were 6. Right before Jay won that deal, me and Blake, this is no shit, me and Blake went out. It was after Oneida. We went out and fished the lake, and we ran to that spot. Blake, hey, let's go check this spot. We all caught 26 to 27 pounds a person on the spot where Jay found those fish. Like he randomly was there at the spot. It was crazy. We just went out and just did a little fun fishing. We were that close to Ontario. We don't get to do that very often. And we caught them out there, man. It was crazy, man. Just magnums. So yeah, Mille Lacs is where I caught my biggest one. Though. I don't know what it was, like 6'4" or something.
My biggest smallmouth was probably 5 pounds or something. Because I spent a total of 3 days fishing for them my whole life. I guess. A couple 5 pound, maybe a 5 pounder or something at the river. St. Lawrence River, I've caught a couple good ones at St. Clair, but probably nothing over 5. So it's just a couple great big fish stories from some dudes hanging out. Hurry up and waiting for a tournament then.
Tonight, that's going on.
That's coming. That's coming. Coming next. Y'all hang out. Until next time. Have a good one.